we'll start off with you, Kyle. Outstanding racing at the end of that. This is your second win here of Auto Club Speedway. Just maybe talk about the battle with you and Joey at the end.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun there. We had pitted and had only really about a lap or two fresher tires than the rest of the guys in front of us, and was able to catch up to Joey and just try to stay patient behind him, and actually got by him one time, and he had a run off 4, and I went to block him, and he got back to my outside, and then it was tough to catch him again, and then was able to get back by again as soon as the caution came out. Would have liked to have not seen that last caution, because I thought, our car was better than Joey's on that longer run, and but we got the caution, had a great pit stop, and lined up on the outside row because the 21 had taken 2, and I knew Joey was going to be the guy to beat because he was super fast on a short run. So I wanted to line the 21 up in front of him and kind of choke him down because he would probably spin his tires. And so the 22 had to get by the 18, and then was catching me for sure. And probably another lap, I think he would have gotten me. He was quite a bit better than I was in 1 and 2, and had moved up in 3 and 4 and was catching me. And I think if I would have moved up in 3 and 4, he would have got by me on the bottom. So glad that the run was as short as it was there, and we were able to get our Ineos Chevy into victory lane. Mike Shiplett did a great job all throughout yesterday in practice. We were struggling. He made some good adjustments, got our balance close, and then we started the race off really loose the first run, and then really tight the second run, and then kind of went back and forth there for a little bit, and got the balance better, and just in time for that long run and then the short run there. So happy with how the second half of the race went there, and cool to get back in victory lane here.
Speaking of Mike Shiplett, seemed like he talked about strategy, lots of different variables with the tires and everything that went on today. Can you talk about the race from your vantage point?
Yeah, there was a lot of different strategies going on with the Enos Chevrolet. Once we got into our fuel window, where the yellow came out, and that put us in our fuel window, we had to come in and get fuel just in case the race went green. We could have made it. There was a few up front that would have been questionable. The way the 22 had their incident on pit road, that kind of put them in a position where they could make it, and the 18 was the other one, and he was questionable if he could make it. So, it just opened up for that window, and like Kyle said, we got the car right at that point of the race, and from that stop and the last stop, we just put 4 tires on it and let the pit crew did the rest, and they did a great job all day today, gaining us spots on pit road every time.
Great. Okay, we'll open up the questions. Start over here with Holly, and then we'll move back up here.
Thank you. Holly K, NASCAR.com. It's good to be Kyle Larson this week at California, I guess. What does this do? I understand that they're 2 completely different races and different sets of competitors, but what does this do for you, having winning the pole, winning the race today? Just kind of where are you in terms of getting ready for tomorrow with that kind of a success? It
Helps confidence for sure. But like you said, they're 2 totally different races and race cars. They don't drive anything alike at all. So, it's kind of hard to learn a lot, but, I was able to learn what lines kind of were good, how to position your car over the seams and stuff like that to help out. So, little stuff I guess I probably already knew, but it's nice to just get a little refresher in that race. And, confidence for sure is high right now with how well we've been running in both series and qualifying well in the Cup car, and hopefully, run up front again tomorrow.
Go in the front here.
Jim Alexander from the Southern California News Group. To kind of follow up on that question, and something I was going to ask anyway, what has running Xfinity over the last 3-4 years done for you as far as development and as far as being able now to run Cup? I mean, what carries over, and what are some of the things that you've learned?
Well, I think early on in my I've only been racing stock cars. This is my 5th year or whatever. So early on, me doing double duty like I did, in 2014, pretty much every race, really helped me get up to speed quicker in the Cup car because, my first year in Cup was only my 2nd time around a lot of those tracks. So there in the beginning, it really helped. I thought as I've gotten more comfortable with running both cars, and I don't know. I guess you learn less because you learn a bunch in the beginning. So I still enjoy running the Xfinity car and always have fun because we always bring good race cars to the track, and I feel like we always have a shot to at least run in the top 3. So that makes it enjoyable, and just more seat time helps. Really, in any type of car I get in, I feel like the more seat time helps.
We'll go to Bob, and then we'll go to the Terrace Press.
Bob Pockers, ESPN. After the couple of days that you've had, do you feel any differently going into tomorrow than you have kind of the last 4, 5, 6 Cup races where you've finished second?
My Cup car in practice is as good as I've felt all year long so far. So, honestly, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think I didn't think I'd run second in any of those races that I ran second in based off of our happy hour speed. Where today in practice and yesterday in qualifying, I feel like we have one of the best cars, maybe the best car on that side. So, confidence is high. Just gotta, not make any mistakes in the race. I caught the wall off before in practice today and got a little bit of right rear damage, but nothing too major. So I just got to make sure I don't do anything stupid tomorrow and be overly aggressive and get in the wall or whatever, make bad decisions, and maybe we can take our car in victory lane.
Go up to the terrace.
Yeah, one question for you, Kyle. First of all, congratulations for the win. Wolfgang Monze from Germany, Ranchport Press Agency. I have a question concerning your teammate in Xfinity, Brennan Poole. I had the impression, maybe it's wrong, but I had the impression he was struggling with speed. How identical are your and his cars concerning setup?
They're extremely identical. Kyle. So the way Kyle drives and the way Brendan drives are very similar, but the cars are built exactly the same. The same guys build them, same group of guys assemble them and come to the racetrack. Anything that we learn, the 48 can put in their car. Anything the 48 learns, we put in our car, and we work together as a team to give each car the best possible shot each weekend we can.
And Brennan's gotten a lot better, I think, over definitely the second half of last season. He became more aggressive and all that, and his finishes started getting better. With me, I get to run more than twice as many laps as he does, before the Xfinity race starts. So I already have a lot more experience going into the race. So I think that's why you see a lot of Cup guys run up front all the time.
Go in the front, and then 2 questions in the front here.
Okay, Presto, Cars and Competition. Describe your feelings when you touched the wall a few times, and also when you saw Gallagher between you and Logano.
Yeah, I'll always try and make it a goal not to hit the wall, but in Xfinity, anyways, it's the closer you run to the wall in Xfinity, the faster you go. Our car wasn't handling great there in the beginning of the race, and I was just trying to hang on and do what I can, but there was a couple times the first run where I was really loose and I slid and barely nicked the wall, and then on the run where we were tight, I caught it with the right front because we couldn't turn very good, and then late in the race there, you're just trying to get everything you can. When I was racing Joey, and I would run in the corner a little too hard or pick up the gas just a little too hard, just trying to get everything I could. So in Xfinity, there's really not a huge penalty to hit the wall. In Cup, though, you touch the wall and your aerodynamics are messed up and you go a lot slower, where a lot of places in Xfinity, I feel like you hit the wall, you go faster. So it's not too concerning to me when I hit the wall. I know Shiplet and Chip and Caitlin give me a bunch of crap when I hit that wall, but I think it's fine. But and then when Gallagher, when I was happy I beat Gallagher off pit road, I was drag racing him and knew he was on 2 as soon as I could see him on my outside on pit road. So knew we needed to beat him. And then when he was in front of the 22, I felt like I was in a good spot. So I was happy.
Keith Blair, San Gabriel Tribune. The pit road speed penalty, but you're able to come right back quickly to get up to the front. Do you think that's maybe something for tomorrow? It's like, hey, anything can go here?
Well, you never want to speed, and I'm not really sure what I did to get the speeding penalty because I was very consistent on my lights down pit road, and I think it might have been the segment where you leave your pit stall and get to your speed limit, where maybe I'd gone a little bit too far, and then was a little bit too quick in that segment. So, but no, I mean, Xfinity is a lot easier to pass in Cup because it's less competitive throughout the field. You make errors like that in the Cup car, they're hard to recover from. But this is one racetrack where it's so wide and so many different lanes to choose from that you can pass a lot of cars quickly. So, I was able to restart outside the top 20 and get to 12th pretty quick on that one run, and then back up to the front. Where I think Joey got a speeding penalty and probably got to the front a lot quicker than I did.
Okay, any other questions for either Kyle or Mike? All right, we'll wrap it up. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for coming in.